Hi friend, welcome to the Company Law Adjudication and Appeal Series. Today we are discussing Gujarat ROC Adjudication Order for the violation of Section 143, subsection 14, read with the Section 188 and Section 204 of the Companies Act, read with the rules made thereunder on the secretarial auditor. That is the for the non-reporting of the related party transaction in the secretarial audit report. Let's see the order copy. This order passed on 28th April 2023 by the Gujarat ROC, and in this case, you see the facts of the case that the inquiry against the Sun Pharmaceutical Industrial Limited under Section 206 of Section 4 of the Company Act ordered by the MCF covering financial year 2014-15 to financial year 2017-18. In connection to this inquiry officer has issued so-called notice to the secretarial auditor of the company for the 3 financial year in respect of note reporting of the Aditya Midi Sales Limited related parties as per the requirement of the IND AS-24 and AS-18, that is related party a disclosure of accounting standard in the financial statement of the company of the financial year 2014, 15, 15, 16, and 16, 17. This is the facts of the case and reply of the secretarial auditor and physical hearing. Here it is a written reply submitted to the MCA, and this reply is the well drafted reply. And you see here that the MCA has already prescribed the secretarial auditor reply submitted as under that the MCA has already prescribed the format of the secretarial audit report in form number MR 3 under the provision of Section 204 of the Companies Act, and as per the scope of the secretarial audit as decided by the ICSI Council, that the provision relating to the audit of the accounts and the financial statement of the company is dealt in the statutory audit, and the secretarial auditor may rely on the reports given by the statutory auditor or other designated professionals. Further, say that based on the report given by the statutory auditor for the reporting period, we believe that the company is in compliance with the provision of Section 133 of the Companies Act regarding the accounting standard. And further, none of our secretarial audit report issued for the reporting period stated that the financial statement comply with the accounting standard, and says that we have not verified the correctness and appropriateness of the financial records and books of the accounts of the company. And subsection 12 of Section 143 says that the notwithstanding anything contained in this section, if an auditor of the company in the course of the performance of duties as auditor has reason to believe that an offense, fraud involving such amount or amount as may prescribed is being or has been committed in the company by the officer or employee, the auditor shall report the matter to the central government within such time and the manner as may be prescribed. And therefore, statutory auditor submit their reply that during the performance of our duty as a secretarial auditor during the reporting period, we did not find any fraud element based on our review, based on the information or document received during the audit. Hence, it could not be said that we, the secretarial auditor, had not complied with the Section 143 clause subsection 12 of the Companies Act, and therefore no penalty should be levied as per the so-called notice. Further, referring ICSI guideline, that the ICSI issued a guideline from time to time to help the member to undertake the secretarial audit assignment and auditing a standard board. ICSI has constituted a auditing a standard board to lay down the principle for evaluating the statutory compliance and corporate conduct in relation to secretarial audit, and in to inculcate best auditing practices among the members of the ICSI. And generally accepted principle relating to the secretarial practice to be followed while conducting the secretarial audit by the practicing member and developing a unified informed manner for reporting by the auditor. And here is given the extract of the guidance note. You may refer this order and read this of the this guidelines. And here the submission of the presiding officer. This is important. The presiding officer submitted that the inquiry of the subject company is based on the whistleblower complaint in respect of the related party transaction, money diversion from the Sun Pharma to Aditya Medicines Limited and other good companies, and in the said matter, the serious first investigation officer MCA also made research and shared a market research and analysis report to this office in the year 2019. Accordingly, inquiry into the affairs of the company is independently directed by the MCA to this office to investigate the related party transaction matter of the Sun Pharma with the Aditya Medicines Limited covering financial year 14-15 to 17-18, and the omission of the reporting of the related party transaction and the violation of provision of the Companies Act. And presiding officer further submitted that as per the provision of section 204 of the Companies Act, secretarial auditor plays crucial role in laws for effective compliances. The object of the secretarial audit is evaluate and form an opinion and to report to the shareholder as to whether the company has complied with the applicable laws comprising various statute, rules, regulation, guidelines followed the board process, and also report on the existence of the compliance management system. And the power and duty of the secretarial auditor while submitting its report is to ensure compliance provision of the Companies Act and rules. A company secretary in practice has a professional duty to provide the unbiased view on the compliance status of the company, and a company secretary in practice should be independent from the company being audited. And the practicing company secretary has to examine the transaction during the period of the audit to identify whether any fraud element is present in the transaction. In the past, fraud has been noticed in many cases of the scam and different kind of the transaction, related party transaction, excessive managerial remuneration, intercompany transaction, merger, demerger, acquisition, IPO fraud, Ponzi scheme, public deposit, transfer of the share. And ICA has issued a guidance note. Further, presiding officer says that the ICS has issued a guidance note for the secretarial auditor. As per the guidance note, the secretarial auditor is need to adhere the following checklist to review the related party transaction. Here is the checklist given in the ICA guideline. 1, 2, 3 point we is see from here. Check whether the company has prepared a list of related party transactions as per section 2 clause 76 of the Companies Act. Check whether the company has maintained the register of the contract arrangement. If the company is claiming exemption from the applicable exemption, ground that the transaction are in the ordinary course of business and on the arm's length basis. Check whether the company has entered into contract arrangement with a related party to a board resolution at a meeting of the board. And these are the checklist where while conducting the secretarial audit, identifying related party transaction, you apply this process. And presiding officer further stated that although the shareholder of the Aditya Medicines Limited is a body corporate, the main control person of all the said body corporate is the managing director of the Sun Pharma and their family. As under here is the table given, and on the basis of table there is the we see that the main control person is the MD or their family members. Here the presiding officer stated that it has been established that the MD of the Sun Pharma has control on the Aditya Medicines Limited This all the above companies only create a layer between the Sun Pharma and Aditya Medicine to hide the direct control of the MD. Hence, the Aditya Medicines fall under the criteria of the related party as per section 2 clause 76. Further, the related party transaction of the Sun Pharma with the Aditya Medicine Limited is exceed from 100 crores, while is a material and significant transaction, and it is duty of the statutory auditor to check the significant transactions. And a separate, as per the complaint, a separate investigation made by the SEBI. There is also SEBI settlement order copy. And presiding officer further stated that the forensic audit made by the SEBI is in additional confirmation regarding the related party transaction. And as per the shareholding of the Sun Pharma available at the stock exchanges, Aditya Medicine Limited is the promoter company of the Sun Pharma since year 2001. Here is the controlling person, MD, and is relative. There is the table chart given here. So this shows that the controlling person is the MD or ND. As per the merger scheme filed with the company before the NCLT, company itself confirmed that all the 24 transferor company and rationale given in the scheme, and further stated the provision of section 2 clause 76 of the related party, that is the definition given here, that is a public company in which the director or manager and holds is a director is a director or holds along with the relative more than 2% of his paid up share capital, and anybody corporate or which board of the director, MD or manager is accustomed to act in accordance with the advised direction or instruction of the director or manager. There is the therefore MD is who hold more than 2% holding of the Aditya Medicines directly or indirectly is a related party identified as per section 2 clause 76 of the read with the accounting statement 18. Accordingly, it has been confirmed that the MCA record that the shareholding of the AML Sun Pharma shareholding at the stock exchange submission made by the company before the NCLT. AML was a related party of the subject company before merger in the year 2017 as per the provision of section 2 clause 76 of the Companies Act section 188 and accounting standard 18 and SEBI LODR 2015. The presiding officer further stated that instead of complying his duty as the duty as per the guidance notes in respect of the related party transaction under section 188 of the Companies Act, Secretarial Auditor merely rely on the statutory auditor reports. Hence, this order is passed after hearing the matter in detail. The adjudicating authority has given due regard to the following facts while passing the order: the amount of the disproportionate gain or unfair advantage, amount of the loss caused to investor or group of investor, and repetitive nature of the default. And having considered the facts and submission made by the presiding officer, counter submission made by the secretarial auditor, and aforesaid facts and circumstances, as reasonable cause to believe that secretarial auditor of the company has failed to discharge the duty as per the provision of section 143 subsection 14 read with the section 188 and section 204 of the Companies Act read with the guidance note issued by the ICSI. And hence this order is passed. There is the penalty imposed on secretarial auditor for the 3 financial year. There is a penalty I prescribed under section 450, that is 10,000 or 1,000 per day. That is the maximum penalty is 50,000. So 50,000 for each year is imposed. There is a 1.5 lakh penalty imposed on the secretarial audit firm. And hence this is the order copy. If you need this order copy, please mail or give your number or email ID in comments box. We will forward this order copy. There is also 2 order copy. That order is passed against the statutory auditor on the failure to comment on the related party transition proper disclosure. Thank you so much for watching this update.